Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Alien Senpai, and today we're getting back into some more Kenny Rogers. After my last reaction, I fell quickly in love with his sound, his charisma, stage presence, and I too got the appeal. I saw all those ladies in the audience screaming, and honestly, I get it 1000%. I don't need an explanation. I understood the assignment in the first 1 second of that video. He was just had this way of commanding the stage, had this rugged voice. It was just so buttery, velvety, smooth, but I had so much energy in there as well. It packed quite a punch. And a lot of you guys really want me to follow up with the song The Gambler. So that's what I'm doing today. I really hope you guys enjoy. If there's another one you want me to listen to from either Kenny Rogers or someone else you think is missing, please let me know in the comments below. But that being said, let's get started with today's video.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light, and the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right.
He's so cool.
You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done."
Okay. Man, what did I say in the beginning intro? I was like, "Oh, Kenny Rogers, he's so cool, he's so charming, has this presence." And I knew of him because we watched the live performance, and now this is like a music video. So this is completely different, honestly, I understand. But I'm glad that I got to see a taste of him first in his natural setting to see how he does carry himself outside of the studio, outside of a music video. And he's so damn cool. I'm telling you, he was like taking off his hat and then he's like brushing it off and then he's taking off his coat. And in the meanwhile, he's like not breaking eye contact. He's just like undressing, getting ready. It seems like it looks like a classic like gambling scene. Like he's gonna deal cards and takes out a big wad of cash. You're like, man, this guy's so cool. And his voice is so like, I don't know how to explain it. Does that like nice ruggedness to it. It's so like I don't know how to explain it. It's like a fry almost, and but it's so cool and velvety and smooth and delicate, but also rough and gritty around the edges. It's just I don't know. It's just Kenny Rogers. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe there is no way to describe it. It's just Kenny. Maybe that's just him. That's his iconic voice, but he's so damn cool. And I was getting like the I don't know what it sounded like a soap, like you know when you're washing, don't mind me. I'm literally my brain is mush right now listening to this, but it sounded like that very like folksy kind of like random noises in the background, kind of just like tickling your ear and just getting you really, really excited. But anyways, I'm done. I'm not making any sense whatsoever. You could blame this man for changing my life in this 3 minute, 30-second song, but here we are. Anyways.
You're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Every gambler knows
Oh, it changed.
that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep.
True.
'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned.
Wait a minute. Okay. All right. So are we all just like constantly thinking about like existential dread and thinking about dying and the future and everything? I feel like Yeah, I never thought about that. Like the best that you can hope for is that you die in your sleep, not in some tragic way or suffering or whatever. Honestly, that'd be a good way to go, to be honest. Painless, you just kind of like fall asleep, you sleep forever. It's very dark, but like if you think about it, like that makes a lot of sense. And I guess we're all just kind of like existentially spiraling.
The
Anyways,
loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out a cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em,
bass, you know the
know when to
harmony.
fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
Oh, what what a legend, honestly. Like, okay, I don't think there's anyone that's ever been cooler in this video. It's very simple video. He's just walking into he's like in a hallway, getting his coat off, throwing the money on the table, and then just sitting down. And at the end, it looks like he pours himself like a scotch or a whiskey. And what a cool guy. But you're listening to the song and obviously the gambler, it is a very obvious thing. You gotta know when to hold on, know when to fall back, run away. Basically, you get the point. Like you need to know when to continue, when to stop, when to count your blessings. Don't count your money when you're at the table. There's plenty of counting when the deal is done. So, okay, yeah, obviously you get the point here. And it's not just like a gambler. Like he's obviously talking about the gambler. That is the character of his song. But then you really think about it, you could apply that to your life. Like I feel like a lot of us could kind of trap that into that, like, oh, well, I got to do this. And then if I keep going, maybe one more, one more, one more. And it's so interesting because we've all seen Squid Game. I'm just going to say this reference because I'm feeling it now. But I've been currently watching the newest seasons of Squid Game. And it's the same concept of one more game, just one more, one more, one more. There's all this money in the stake, blah, blah, blah. And you think about it, and then your real life, you start like, I'm going to gamble one more time, or I'm going to scratch one more thing, or I'm going to bet on these horses, I'm gonna bet on this, sports event, this. And then you end up kind of losing track. And then when you start making money, you're like, well, then there's more money to be made. I could do it one more time, one more time. You're seeing all this dollar signs and you're not realizing you can count your money when the deal is done. Like know when to stop, know when to hold up, know when to run away, because then you're gonna lose it all. You're not just gonna lose your money, but you're gonna lose your family, you could use your job, you could use your house, you could lose all these things. So it's an interesting concept thinking about that, like the gambler that we're talking about in question. And he's very wise. He's coming off of this character that is incredibly wise. Like he seems like the dealer, the one that's going to deal the cards. Like he seems very dapper, well put together. And at the end, he's having his drink, kind of like letting you know, like, hey, you need to learn when to count your blessings. You need to learn when to stop, when to go, when to stop, get it together, stop losing focus, and don't ruin your life. It was sad. I don't know. It's just he's just so cool, and I'm obsessed with the cool little like folksy type noises that we were hearing in the background when the choir comes in at the end, and that one super deep like baritonal voice. I'm like, oh my god, it was so like bassy. It was like room shaking, but it was like ooh, it sounded like a frog almost. But it just sounded made that whole effect sound so cool when they're singing that chorus, but they're all coming together at the end, and then he pours his drink, and then it kind of ends the song there. It's like Oh, kind of like, yeah, you know what? You're right. I need to learn. I need to really listen to what he's saying and get my life together because Kenny Rogers said so. But well, all in all, another incredible song. You guys, of course, I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting nothing less. You guys always give me incredible music to check out, and I greatly appreciate you for that. So, again, thank you again for showing me this, sending this my way. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss my videos ever again. I do also live stream on Twitch if you want to hang out with me there. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. But other than that, I'll love to catch you on another video or another one of my streams. I'll see you very soon. Other than that, in the meantime, take care of yourself. Remember, I love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.